2 minutes till showtime, y'all. 2 minutes till showtime. All right, all right. Rage and Rebels, crown up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. How y'all boys doing out there in TV land, man? I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like, if we don't get some kind of NRS announcement, I won't be completely. I won't be mad, but I'm gonna kind of be disappointed at least a little bit. At least let us know what y'all got in production. You know what I'm saying? Shit, hold on.
Hey everybody, welcome. Before we start, on behalf of everybody at the Academy, I want to thank you all for coming and being here tonight, coming together. It's been so much turmoil and uncertainty in the
What's
world
good, y'all?
these last few years, especially now, and our hearts go out to everyone affected what's happening in Ukraine. You're in our thoughts.
Yeah, shouts out to the people in the Ukraine, man. There's some fucked up shit going on out there right now.
And we're here, we stand together as a community. We come together here at DICE to honor the year's achievements in interactive entertainment. And this is a special one for tonight. DICE is celebrating its 25th year.
No, I'm good on that 2K shit. Y'all can grind for a parrot if y'all want to, bro. I'm past that. I'm more talented than that. Go
And
look
our
at my numbers
industry
if you
may
think I'm
have
bullshitting.
started 50 years ago, but the last 25 years
Let me know
have
if
been
y'all
about
can hear. How's it
transforming
sound?
it into a global art form. An art form that now is something for everyone, from a child learning to speak to a teenager looking for new worlds and new friends. Grandmothers streaming Skyrim. I'm pretty sure everyone, all of you are playing Wordle. And entertainment can give you so many emotions, but there's one emotion that games can give you that nothing else in entertainment can.
At least they supposed to.
And that emotion is pride. Pride in what you did, in what you accomplished. I think the genius, actually, of Wordle is not the game, it's the way you share it. Right? You send the emoji, like, this is what I did. Look at what I did. Each of you have had games that make you feel that way. 25 years ago, it was our very first game of the year.
How's that?
Rare's GoldenEye. And the other winners here, from Zelda to Halo, From God of War in 2005 to Gears of War in 2006, and then back to God of War in 2018. And there's been an incredible range. Will Wright's legendary The Sims, the beautiful and brilliant Journey. The masters at Naughty Dog brought us Uncharted and The Last of Us. 2 years ago, it was a game actually without a name, made by House, a 4-person studio in Australia that were inspired by a picture of a goose. And I don't think you've ever been prouder to be a goose. It's those of you in this room who built this industry over the last 25 years. And it's many of you that will build the next 25. And what does our future look like? Games will be at the center of the digital transformation the world is still going through. Maybe it's the metaverse. The future is in everybody's hands here. Okay, I see you eye-rolling the metaverse, I know. I'm sure, like other MMOs,
that should be better.
It will have a rough beta, like an awesome launch, everyone will play, and then like a precipitous drop down the Steam charts. If the last 2 years have shown us anything, it's gaming's power and importance in connecting us. Our players are of every age, every race, and from everywhere on the globe. Yet within our industry, we are not as diverse as our players. We must commit and recognize the work ahead to change that. And it must be a constant effort. From allowing...
Please get this woke shit out the way first. Now, we just came in for the announcement. All right, bro. None of that other shit.
We have to allow all the voices that are within to be heard and be a beacon for new ones to enter. All of you here are a part of that. Tonight is a part of that. For it's here, as an industry, we say to all, here is the world's best entertainment. And tonight, we honor those creators. We all know the passion, the talent, and the time our nominees have poured into these games. And our hope is that they feel the pride in what they've done. And that they all know how proud you make everybody here. And how proud we all are to come together once again at DICE and celebrate games. Welcome to the 25th Annual DICE Awards.
Celebrating 25 years. Welcome
Okay,
to the 25th Annual DICE Awards, hosted by Jessica Chobot
2K better not be nowhere
and
near
Greg Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, the DICE Awards starts now.
Welcome to the DICE Awards. I'm Jessica Chobot.
I'm Greg Miller.
And let me say it is an honor to be here with everyone bought out by Microsoft tonight.
How much money do you have, Phil Spencer?
Seriously.
Why throw it around like that? With that, let's just get into it.
All right, Resident Evil Village is nominated for Outstanding Achievement in Character. Great game for fans of tall women, terrible game for hands.
Awful game for hands.
It was
Yo,
shocking.
Meeks, what up,
Very
bro?
shocking. Speaking of which, Greg Way, there was also a shocking Metroid game this year, and it was amazing. Seriously, everybody, please give it up for Metroid Dread.
They cut the lights on the motherfucker too early.
It was a beautiful game that critics and audiences both loved. So whatever, we'll see you again in 14 years, Metroid.
Now, this past year marked video game companies getting into NFTs.
Oof.
A lot of people don't understand
Really?
NFTs in games, including most of everyone. So let me explain how they're going to work. A video game company announces they're going to be selling NFTs. Everyone then hates them, and then 24 hours later, they cancel their NFTs. You're welcome.
Everybody, you're the most powerful people in video games. We have a chance to stop this, just not even once this year, okay?
Yeah, NFT, no fucking thanks.
No fucking thanks
No fucking
indeed.
thanks.
I second that.
Of course, as you heard earlier, this is the 25th anniversary of the DICE Awards.
Yes, unfortunately, Nintendo has taken the first 24 years offline until further notice.
Yeah. There'll be some anniversary edition I'm sure they put out.
Yeah, probably.
All right, that one didn't work with them. They didn't like
I
that
made a
one.
couple chuckles over here.
I thought there'd be the NFT pushback. We got the perfect Hot Wheels game and Hot Wheels Unleashed, and we got a Nickelodeon fighting game. And I mean, if little Greg could look at me now, he'd be like, What the hell happened to you?
Yeah, I don't have an answer.
Really fell off a cliff. Games were great, though. The games,
Yeah.
they were great.
They were great. The Oculus Quest had a great year.
Jess, I do believe it's now called the Meta Quest.
Well, Greg, I've never met a Quest I didn't like. Hey!
No, don't clap for that. This is the 6th year. You keep it going. We're here again next year, all right? Make your voices heard.
It was good. Made me really happy. In a little more recent news, I'd also like to congratulate CD Projekt Red on finally releasing Cyberpunk 2077 after nearly a year and a half after releasing Cyberpunk 2077. Thanks.
They crossed the finish line.
Did it!
They got there, everybody. Tonight, Guilty Gear Strive is nominated for Fighting Game of the Year. Now, some fans criticized the game for having super long load times, but the game producers said, We disagree. Now, I wanted to say congratulations to Nintendo on the Switch, finally outselling the Nintendo Wii. The numbers were neck and neck for a long time, but then the Switch just started to slowly drift to the side. That gets the groan. Joy-Con grin. All right. Let's see what else we got for you. Spending a lot of time at home, as we all have, it's also been great having something like Xbox Game Pass.
I love the Game Pass. All those games at your disposal. It feels like going down to the corner bar and listening to your favorite jukebox.
That's right. A jukebox where the bartender owns every song.
Still a great bar.
Great bar. I'd still go there. You know?
I'd still go.
It Takes Two is nominated for a few awards tonight, including music, audio design, keep it going, game design, direction, game of the year, and the big one, weirdest lawsuit from another company.
What are you doing, Take-Two Interactive?
Take-Two, just be cool. No one was confused. Just focus on GTA. There's no reason to do this to Joseph Ferris.
Now, WarioWare Get It Together is nominated for Family Game of the Year. If you're not familiar, WarioWare is about a disgusting man who runs a shady game development company that takes advantage of its workers.
So, pure fantasy, right?
Who's to say, Greg?
Who is to say?
You got
of
on,
course, we can't talk about the industry we love so much without also talking about the stories of abuse and harassment employees faced at Activision Blizzard and other companies. But since this is a formal event being broadcast to audiences across the world, I'm only going to say, F Bobby Kotick.
Night robe for a shirt, bro, underneath that shit.
I'm just kidding. Fuck Bobby Kotick. You come on.
Thank you. This bitch gonna get $22 million for not being a pervert.
That all said, it's time we got to the real reason we're here.
Honoring the best and brightest in video games.
But before we get started, a little bit of business. Unfortunately, not everyone could be here tonight due to everything going on in the world, so some of our winners may be accepting their award via video.
Or cutscene, as we call it in the biz.
Yes, we also wanted to thank the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences again for having us and for scheduling this event before Elden Ring comes out.
Thank you very much for that second one. Thank you very much for that one. That means a lot.
Yep. Now, please welcome our first presenter, Chief Creative Officer of That's No Moon and Narrative Director of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, Taylor Kurasaki.
And then plus, like, even if I did get it, like, at the end, I'm just grinding for a parrot, bro.
Action is one of the most engaging genres of any medium. And that's doubly true for ours, where we get to drive the story and dictate the chaos. We can be an assassin stuck in a time loop, indents fighting through a dystopian future, or...
You know what I'm saying, bro? All they doing is talking, bro. We ain't come here to watch you motherfuckers talk, bro. Get to the goddamn awards and get to the motherfucking announcements if there is any. Shit. Motherfuckers going on and on. They just wasted fucking 20 minutes making terrible dad jokes and mom jokes. And a bunch of woke stupid shit we already knew.
The Ascent.
Fuck Bobby Kotick. Of course, fuck that nigga. Can we get to the goddamn shit? Damn.
Okay. And the winner is... Halo Infinite.
Bro, Halo was released for free this year. I know goddamn well that was going to be. Nobody should be complaining about Halo this year, bugs or not. That bitch was free this year. It was free to play. It was free to play. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. Halo is free to fucking play this year. You got to give them an award just for that.
This is exciting. It's great to be the first people up here. We just want to thank the team. We're eternally grateful to all their hard work, considering all of the things that we've all been through this year.
Turn the fucking mic up, bro.
We'd also like to thank the fans. Without them, none of this is really possible.
Thank you, Greg. And we want to thank our families, the people who are with us every day as they watch us make this game from my dining room in Greg's kitchen, or Greg's basement. We're all in this together, and it was tough, but here we are. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Got to adjust the goddamn, whenever they talking on stage, in the microphone, I got to adjust the sound accordingly.
Okay, me again. Adventure may seem like a word that applies to everything we play, but adventure games all have one thing in common: facing down the unknown. Now, the nominees for Best Adventure Game take us on uncharted expeditions while giving us the satisfaction of completing the hero's journey. Here they are.
The nominees for Adventure Game of the Year are Death's Door.
I'm gonna play fucking DJ with the fucking sound on my goddamn computer.
It Takes Two.
This world is the result of your broken relationship. If you want to go home, you need to find what you lost.
Look.
Marvel's Guardians of the
Y'all like
Galaxy.
seeing motherfuckers play 2K and shit like that, Brave Day and shit like that, bro. I just couldn't play this shit. I want to play basketball, not
Psychonauts 2.
That's all I'm really gonna say
is
about
more
that.
my
I ain't
thing,
done
right?
No video on it, nothing. I'm just waiting on it.
Resident Evil
Motherfuckers every
Village.
goddamn day. Oh, I hate this game. I hate this game. Motherfucker, we get it.
Sorry, fast upstairs and ripped me.
You know what I mean?
What the hell?
I was just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna switch the content, just not say nothing.
The winner is Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's because y'all feel bad for Square Enix and that monstrosity that is known as Marvel's fucking game. That game sucks. I'm not even lying. They gave them this award simply because they felt bad. I think at this point everybody feels bad.
So our winners couldn't be here tonight, but we have a message from them.
Hello all, my name is Jean-François Dugas. I'm the Senior Creative Director on Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I want to give you a big thank you for the Adventure Game of the Year award. It's really exciting. And I want to thank my entire team who worked relentlessly to make this game happen. It was full of challenges, many things to figure it out, but the team never rested
No point in
until
having the audience. Most of the audience is just motherfuckers
I
instead
also
of
want
possibly winning an
to
award.
thank the people at Marvel, Lonnie, Eric, Tim, and Bill Roseman, whose passion is only matched by his deep knowledge of the Marvel lore.
I'm just here
You
for the
were
news,
great
bro. I'm really not here. I don't really
and
care
it
about
was
the
a
awards
great
and shit. I
joy
mean,
to
they
work
cool,
with
but
you. And finally,
I'm really
I
more
want
here
to
for the
thank
news
you,
and
the
the announcements.
fans,
That's what
because
I'm
without you,
I'm
there's
here
no
for the news
award.
and the announcements.
And I'm super happy that you enjoyed the experience.
I mean, this
and
other
if
shit
you
is
haven't
cute,
played the
I
game
guess,
yet,
but I
it's
want the
still time to
announcements.
play
What the
it.
fuck
It's
we
a
gonna have
great
to play? What the
adventure.
fuck we got coming
Thank
to play
you
later
very
this year?
much.
'Cause I need
It's
some
really
games,
hard for
goddammit.
Please welcome the co-CEO of Iron Galaxy, the studio behind Killer Instinct and the upcoming free-to-play brawler royale, Rumbleverse, Chelsea Blasco.
Killer Instinct and make it multi-platform. And what the fuck this bitch got on?
Immersive reality has come a long way since the Lawnmower Man and the Virtual Boy. What were once blocky tech demos on machines that cost
This
tens
bitch got
of
on one of her
thousands
kids'
dollars
paintings for
are
a
now
fucking dress.
immersive stories that normal human beings with normal jobs can actually afford. The games nominated in this category are at the cutting edge of what is possible for VR while pushing the boundaries of what the future holds.
You pushing the boundaries of coming on fucking stage.
The nominees for Immersive Reality Technical Achievement
like
are Lone Echo 2.
Secondary objective, establish a warning beacon.
I mean, all my fits ain't smacking like that either. Goddamn it, if I'm gonna go to an award show, the least I'm gonna try not to do is look like a goddamn fool.
Resident Evil 4 VR. Song in the Smoke.
I'm sorry, y'all should look silly as hell with that on. Don't look. rock what you want to rock. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, they got grown ass men, Russell Westbrook, James Harden,
Yuki.
that rock way, you know what I'm saying, worse shit. You know what I'm saying? They be rocking some shit. They be like, bro, you make millions of dollars just to still dress up like a fucking bum. You know what I mean?
And the winner is
Look at this bitch. Come on, bro.
Lone Echo 2.
Then this bitch had the nerve to try to put shoulder pads in the motherfucker and shit. Like, come on, bro. That's what she wore that bitch. She tried to dress herself up like that was a ball gown. You know what I mean? That's some shit you wear around the house. This bitch got on pajamas and she wore it on stage with some tennis shoes that look just as ridiculous. You know what I mean? Don't be mad at me. She wore that shit.
Unfortunately, our winner could not be here tonight, so they've sent us a message.
Again, I asked the same question that Machad is asking. Why was this not virtual? It should have just been virtual. Half the motherfuckers weren't going to be there.
Team. I'm so proud and so appreciative of what we were able to achieve together. And this award is really testament to the risks you all took and the incredible efforts to see it through.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not
also
trying
want
to
to extend a huge congratulations to our fellow nominees.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
really
if I
all the
wore some
teams out
shit
there
like that or similar like that on stage, I'd expect motherfuckers to get on my ass too.
At RAD, we always find ourselves inspired and challenged by the creativity.
Yeah, I ain't knocking nobody's swag in that like that. God damn it, that should be a line. As an adult, that should be a line to some shit that you wear. You know what I'm saying?
So much.
Ain't got to necessarily be a dress code, but common sense got to come into play. So who the fuck wears that in public other than this? But she the only one in the world wears some shit like that.
We are often at the forefront of technological advancement. Technology is the language we use to express our creativity and imagination to players the world over. The nominees for Outstanding Technical Achievement push that language to its limits.
Look at how many fucking cats is on that motherfucker.
The nominees for Outstanding Technical Achievement are Battlefield 2042.
That ain't winning shit. The fact that y'all let these motherfuckers even get nominated for anything other than worst launch of 2020 fucking one
Forza
is
Horizon
ridiculous.
5.
That bet not, this Battlefield bet not. Why did you nominate these bitches? Y'all nominated a game that had 200,000 motherfucking signatures and growing of motherfuckers that wanted their money back? Huh?
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Outstanding. And then look what they nominated these motherfuckers for.
Returnal.
Outstanding technological achievement of what? These bitches ain't got a scoreboard in this shit.
No matter how hard we fight.
And the winner is Ratchet and Clank.
Bro, I swear to God, I saw she said Battlefield. I was finna punch the goddamn computer. I ain't bullshit. I was finna punch the goddamn computer, boy. Y'all hear all that shit going on in the background? That's all y'all would have been hearing me do. Punching this goddamn shit. Hand up and shit there. The fuck y'all nominate Battlefield for anything positive for?
And I just want to say for the fellow nominees, like, you all are amazing and inspiring, and we are humbled to be counted.
Yeah, DICE and EA inspires you for what not to do with a goddamn shooter that people have been waiting fucking 5 years for.
Technical artists and IT professionals whose work underpins everything that we do at Insomniac.
Get the fuck, Vincent?
But I'm also accepting this on behalf of our production teams that take the tech that we build and use it to create amazing games like Ratchet and Clank. I gotta say, I've been an Insomniac for over 18 years, and you will never, ever fail to amaze me. Every 7 or 8 years, I'm reminded that making launch titles is really hard. And the technical achievements in Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart would not have been possible without the support of the technical rock stars across SIE. And so, too, the ATG, the ICE team, the technical audio wizards, the spatial audio wizards at PDSG, VASG, our fabulous production team, and all of our friends across PlayStation Studios, thank you, thank you, thank you. Couldn't have done it without you. And finally, our deepest thanks to Mark Cerny, architect of the PlayStation 5. Thank you, Mark, for your vision in developing this incredible platform, and also thank you for your belief that a Lombax, his little robotic friend, dimensional hopping, and other zany things in the Ratchet & Clank universe would be the perfect place to show what the PS5 can do. Thank you.
Yeah, motherfucker, we can't even get one.
He was the winner of the DICE Award for Outstanding Achievement in Music for Journey and co-hosts the critically acclaimed podcast, The Game Maker's Notebook, Austin Wintory.
Oh, PlayStation 5 is awesome. Motherfucker, I can't get one. Then half them bitches don't even work.
Game music has evolved in unbelievable ways over the decades, which is incredible.
Look at how far this motherfucker's neck beard goes down. That's neck, chest,
nipples. Immediately sophisticated,
navel,
and memorable. But beyond the notes themselves, it's an art the likes of which the musicians that work in it have never enjoyed in the history of music, because it is fundamentally an interactive one.
Young guy was good, bro.
The listener of this music becomes a co-author of the experience that we composers create. And that's a playground unlike any in the history of
I'm
this
sorry,
art.
but that whole fucking Teen Wolf thing he got going on, from his fucking, the top of his goddamn Adam's apple all the way down to his motherfucking navel, and it's all connected as one. I can't stop looking at it.
Interesting subjective lineup there. Very glad
I
to be on stage honoring members
of
this community that I feel incredibly grateful to be a member of alongside. With that, the nominees for Best Music.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Original Music are Deathloop,
fuck it, I get demonetized.
It Takes Two.
Fuck it, I missed y'all. Get demonetized. Fuck it. Bro, y'all don't see that motherfucking... that ain't... Bro,
Bridge of Spirits.
Neckbeard stopped at some point. His kept going.
Psychonauts 2.
Tell me I don't see that shit. Your shit's supposed to stop at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he tried to like clean it. I guess he tried to clean this shit up as well, but damn.
And the winner is Returnal.
Well, this is awesome. So, yeah, thank you very much for the award. It's an incredible honor to be here. And I think when we're making games, one of the main goals that we aspire to is to create emotion. And personally, I feel like music is often the most direct way to the soul and creating that kind of emotional experience. Some of the most cherished memories I have from video games have been accompanied by really powerful music that really elevates the experience to something more personal and much more emotional. And with Returnal, we did have this goal of creating a story that really resonated with players about an astronaut that gets trapped on a hostile alien planet.
Oh shit, I thought he had on a whole jean jumpsuit in his mouth. I was finna say, bro, no the fuck you didn't come out here with a Michael Bolton haircut.
And the music was an inseparable part of this vision. And we were incredibly lucky to get to work with Bobby Krilik, also known as Haxon Cloak, for our composer, did an amazing job. And also Joe Thwaites from Creative Arts, who supported the audio and also helped layering and integrating the music to create something truly special. So we're incredibly proud of what we accomplished with Returnal, and thank you very much, everyone.
I'm glad I took a double take, because I was so finna start roasting this motherfucker for no reason, bro. Like, what the fuck? I mean, it wasn't bad, but it's just like, bro, it's 2022. Who the fuck? Look, watch his neck. Watch his neck.
Whether it's the heavy
footballs.
Excellent. The heavy footfalls of Master Chief,
bro,
the crunch of gravel under the tires, the whoosh of enemies behind you as you attempt to survive a little longer. All of this is the work of the talented audio designers who enrich the worlds we explore through their mastery of sound. Not just sound design, though, audio mixing, working with programmers to make these things come alive in rich, live, interactive ways.
I guess y'all just gonna fuck around with us and save Ed Boone for last.
It's complex, it's underappreciated, and this year's nominees are...
I guess they just gonna save old Ed
The
Boone
nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Audio Design
he gonna have the most shit to
Forza
say too.
Horizon 5.
Know that motherfuckers is gonna be trolls as soon as he step on stage. Know that. And look, don't get me wrong. I'm happy for Ed Boone. You know what I'm saying? And look, let me say why. Even though MK11 is a piece of shit that just looks very nice, let's not deny that that Mortal Kombat franchise is not a cultural fucking phenomenon.
Double kill.
Nigga, motherfucking Mortal Kombat done changed every last one of our lives. Anybody that played it, heard about it, whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm happy. All I'm saying is,
Ratchet and Clank,
whatever the next game is, don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. You know what I mean?
Returnal.
But I'm happy for everyone, man. I'm always happy when motherfuckers that have made impacts like that finally get their thing. You gotta give credit where credit is due.
And the winner,
out of all them years,
Returnal.
We know Returnal was wiping their ass out right now, but all the fucking years, you know what I'm saying, that Ed Boone and gave us motherfucking Mortal Kombat games and fight games and shit like that, let's just be honest. She only really fucked up and missed on only about maybe 2 or 3 of them out of about what, damn near 20? You know what I'm saying? So, you can't manage that. Yeah, I am. I ain't gonna tell y'all what to do. I am. Congratulations, EB.
Thank you.
Don't fuck up the next one, though, man.
Yeah, so once again, huge honor to be here, to be getting this award. But yeah, we've often been at the forefront of PlayStation launches. So going back to PlayStation 3 with Super Stardust HD, PlayStation 4 with Resogun, and now with PlayStation 5 we had Return.
Bro, you just gave a whole goddamn speech. Get your awards, say thank you, get your ass off the stage. You got other motherfuckers who want to see.
A showcase for the unique technical innovations that each platform
Yo,
brings.
Michael Bolton's dad, get the fuck off the stage with your old Navy shoes and get the fuck off the stage with Agent Smith and Agent motherfucking Smith Jr., please.
New levels of immersion. And not just in terms of
This nigga is still talking.
Also spatial awareness, that's incredibly important for a third-person action game. And just the sound design really complementing every single action the player takes to make it as satisfying and compelling as possible. So, combined with the...
Where's a motherfucker to throw a shoe on stage when you need him? You know what I'm saying?
We're really happy
look, fuck how you feel about George Bush, all right? You cannot tell me that not one of the funniest motherfucking moments in your life was watching the motherfucking foreign dude throw a shoe at this motherfucker when he felt George Bush was talking too much shit. Where's the shoe?
And of course to the rest of the house party.
Hey, motherfucker, fuck the shoe. Where's the fucking wrap it up button that Dave Chappelle's put? Wrap it up, bruh. They come hit that bitch. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
As the head of Xbox Game Studios, he shepherded some of the biggest game franchises of all time, including Halo and Minecraft. Welcome to the stage, Matt Booty.
Hey, Booty, nigga, who the fuck getting some booty on stage?
I have the privilege tonight of introducing and honoring one of our industry's most creative and prolific leaders, tonight's Hall of Fame recipient, Ed Boone.
There you go. There you go. Had to have a nigga named Booty introduce Ed Boone, huh? Ain't that a bitch?
When I began preparing this introduction, the first challenge that came up was, what exactly to call Ed? Is he a game designer, creative director, programmer, franchise manager, studio head, co-creator of a global franchise that spanned 3 decades? Ed is all of these. And he embodies the best of what each of
this motherfucker's name on stage is Matt Booty. Bullshit you got. Play it back in the stream if you think I'm lying.
Working at Midway Games in Chicago, fresh out of college. It was an amazing opportunity to work with and learn from the great game designers like Ed, along with other industry icons like Eugene Jarvis, Mark Turmel, George Gomez, and George Petro. I don't know that any of us would have predicted that 30 years later, Mortal Kombat would have given rise to over 20 releases across the Mortal Kombat and Injustice series, to 3 movies, comics, novels, countless toys and action figures, an animated series, and a live stage tour. As I further reflected on 3 decades of knowing and working with Ed, I remembered a quote from movie director Guillermo del Toro about creative people who can concentrate all their energy into a singular project. He talks about a champion who lives, eats, sleeps, and breathes a project into existence using all their passion, creativity, and obsession. That is Ed, a champion who lives, eats, sleeps, and breathes something into existence. He's a hands-on creative director who's close to the craft and close to his team. The identity of Ed's career is forever linked to Mortal Kombat, but his work on games started before that. He wrote code for many pinball games, including classics like F-14 Tomcat and Black Knight. He worked with Eugene Jarvis on the high-impact football arcade game series. And he is the voice of Rudy, the ventriloquist puppet from the pinball game Funhouse, and of course, the voice of Scorpion, commanding you to get over here. What a journey to go from working on pinball games with red LED displays to creating one of the defining games of the video arcade boom of the early 90s and continuing that work into the era of modern consoles. Throughout his career, one thing about Ed has always stayed with me, and it's something I personally still reflect on often, and that is his ability to avoid distractions and focus on what's important. I can still picture Ed sitting in his office when he first told me the wisdom, we have to give our bosses what they need, which isn't always the same thing as what they want. And our CEO during the early days of Mortal Kombat told me once that that's what makes Ed great, his singularity of purpose. And that's a principle and a lesson that I'm thankful to have learned from Ed. Tonight's award is the Hall of Fame. But if there were a Hall of Humility, I would nominate Ed for that as well. As Ed...
But I think in this case for Ed Boone, it's kind of warranted, bro. It's kind of warranted. This is one I kind of are.
As many know, Ed is one of the most genuinely humble people I've ever worked with.
He talking so
I was
long,
lucky
motherfuckers thought
enough
he was
to work
coming
at
out and start
Midway
clapping.
when the very first Mortal Kombat machine went out on test in Chicago, and also lucky enough to have Ed as a friend and an ally during very challenging times. Game designer, creative director, studio head, mentor, and friend. Let's take a look at Ed's accomplishments over the last 3 decades.
This motherfucker's like the Michael Jordan of the past fucking 3 decades of playing.
Ed Boone grew up in the suburbs of Chicago, playing pinball and video games during the arcade explosion. After graduating from the University of Illinois with a degree in math and computer science, Ed started working at Williams Electronics, programming pinball machines.
He quickly kind of shifted into the video game side, and so we immediately became kind of partners and friends.
By the end of Super High Impact, it was obvious Ed could do anything. After 2 years of pinball and 2 years of video, he was ready to move on.
After the Williams video department was rebranded Midway Games, Ed teamed up with artist John Tobias to begin prototyping the company's first fighting game. Taking advantage of Midway's digitized graphics technology, Ed and John captured the movements of real martial artists to achieve state-of-the-art visuals and animations. The result was a fast-paced, hyper-violent fighter they called Mortal Kombat.
Every week, there was a new character, some kind of a new move.
I think it really changed the boundaries of what people expected of a game. Really, any genre, it really pushed those boundaries.
A year later, the highly anticipated home versions of Mortal Kombat were released on Mortal Monday, which became one of the biggest launches in video game history.
The visuals kept getting better. Ed kept pushing the limits, and it kept working over and over, and it just kept getting better and better.
In 1995, New Line Cinema released a movie adaptation of Mortal Kombat that enjoyed the second biggest August opening of any movie before it.
Ed and I got to visit the set of the first Mortal Kombat film. It was a surreal experience. I mean, to know that something we were responsible for creating actually made its way to an industry that we both admire was incredible.
The Mortal Kombat team grew with each game, eventually joining Warner Brothers Games in 2009 as the rebranded NetherRealm Studios. After 2011's Mortal Kombat game, Ed and NetherRealm embraced the DC universe.
And Ed immediately had that as part of our plan of like, the next game, we can make that a game of its own and really make it shine in its own way, and that became the Injustice franchise.
And it was just interesting talking to him about his passion for the game, his passion for the DC universe. It was very palpable. It was super articulate, funny, engaging. I know it probably came from a place of passion for Ed. He loves DC, and he wanted to make a game that featured all the cool characters and villains that he loved.
He had a hell of a lot more to go. I don't know what the hell happened.
Injustice also spawned a wildly successful comic book series, as well as its own animated feature movie.
There were a lot of conference calls prior to promoting the game, and a lot of people mentioned Ed Boone this, Ed Boone that. And so when I actually met Ed, I was a little surprised at how understated he was. He was soft-spoken, gentle even. He was very kind, and I was really taken aback by that because I didn't expect it at first.
Working with Ed for nearly 20 years has been great, growing the franchise under his visions. So whether that's taking the game and adding more depth of story, where we basically are making a full-length animated movie with every game we make, branching out to comic books, branching out to further movies. Ed's always had a vision for those things and been very committed and dedicated to the quality level of all those and innovating every time.
Working with Ed, I learned the power of passion, and creativity, and focus in game design.
Ed is always watching. He's always listening. He'll go toe-to-toe on Twitter or tweet on Twitter with the best of them.
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie. Ed Boone probably one of
The Mortal Kombat phenomenon continues to this day, with the most recent titles being the highest selling of the entire series. With 35 years of game making and countless awards, making his mark across multiple entertainment industries.
Not giving a fuck in the most.
Tonight we honor Ed Boone as this year's inductee into the AIAS Hall of Fame.
Alright, I ain't gonna talk while he on stage, though.
It is my honor to present this year's Hall of Fame award to Ed Boone.
This is who we all came to see. I'm telling you, man. Need some more passionate game developers, bro. These motherfuckers now just ain't passionate about that shit. They just want a job and shit, man. With a passion, bitch. Where you passion?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Matt Booty, for that wonderful introduction. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
Just call him Matt,
Thank you to the Kamity for this honor. Looking back over 35 years of making games, I think it's impossible to thank everybody I'm indebted to. But what has become crystal clear is I've had an undeniable streak of luck, fortunate events that have happened to me.
Bro, who didn't love
it honestly feels like I've won the lottery like 4 times. My first lottery ticket I won in the form of an asterisk. I made my one resume in my entire life at age 21. It was very generic, but at the bottom, I put an asterisk in the words, a strong interest in video games. It was a comment that was there only because I was told to include personal hobbies. And I always assumed that after graduating, I'd just get a real job. By some stroke of luck, a headhunter noticed the asterisk in my vanilla resume, and for some reason decided to forward it to Williams Electronics in Chicago. That decision opened a giant door into games that I can't imagine the direction my life would have gone had that headhunter not, swiped left. Left is a bad thing, right? I was curious. I can't possibly overstate. The second lottery ticket I won was meeting and working with Eugene Jarvis. I can't possibly overstate the influence Eugene, along with Larry DeMar, has had on me. From playing his games as a teenager to eventually working together on both pinball and video games, Eugene was the mad scientist that all of us at Midway wanted to emulate. My third lottery win, was meeting the brilliant John Tobias, who co-created Mortal Kombat with me.
Oh, so you gotta give that boy some credit. There he is, he in the crowd. Looking like me all grown up and shit.
I honestly can't believe my luck. I just happened to get an office next to John and another talented artist named John Vogel, together with an amazing audio engineer and composer, Dan Forden. We made Midway's first fighting game in 8 months and it's still kicking 30 years later. Mortal Kombat was made along with a string of Midway hits, including Narc, Terminator 2, NBA Jam, games made by my good friends, several of which are here today: Mark Trammell, Sal DeVita, George Petro, Eugene Jarvis, and of course, John Tobias.
I heard all them games he just riddled off the top of his shit. Boy, game was so golden back then, boy. Trying to tell y'all.
I want to thank you guys and all the Midway alum here for your support. We really got to get together and get a picture tonight. I'm serious. My fourth lottery ticket is working with my colleagues at NetherRealm. I cannot begin to express my admiration, gratitude, and respect for everyone on our studio. 30 years ago, the first Mortal Kombat game consisted of 4 members. And with me being the only programmer, I could tell people, yeah, I'm the best programmer on the team, right? Our studio now is over 200 team members, each of which does their job better than I could possibly do it. Quite frankly, I feel I've been standing on the shoulders of them for over a decade now. The fact that there's so many of them here tonight is just incredible. Indulge me, please. These include our directors, Sean Hemrick, Steve Barron, Joe Berger, Graham Bayless, Rich Carl, as well as some of our superstars, Paul, Josh, Dominic, Tiago, Taryn, Tony, Mike, Brian, Derek. You guys are great.
So what the hell happened with MK11? What the hell? Why were we not superstars for that?
I can't believe you guys all flew out to share this with me. This award belongs to you as much as it does me, and I'm going to keep it in our studio to share with us. Actually, I shouldn't lie. I'm going to take it home with me.
Young gun, I can't stand them bitches.
Thank you to everyone at Warner Brothers for their amazing support over the past 12 years. We really appreciate the freedom, resources, and trust that you've given our studio, as well as an unbelievable marketing, PR, and sales support. David, Remy, Kehao, Brian, Rigo, you've really elevated our games to new heights we didn't think we could reach. I'm so glad you're here today. Thank you to the fans of our games. None of what we do works without you. And finally, thanks to Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, everyone out there making games. Each great game that is released raises the bar and inspires us all to keep moving our medium moving forward. Let's keep it going. Thank you very much.
No announcement, John. No announcement.
Welcome back our hosts, Jessica Chobot and Greg Miller.
No announcement.
Hey, Boone, everybody, come on!
All right, so these next groups of nominees provide a high watermark for their genres, and no matter what happens, I consider myself the true winner, as I was finally able to live my dream of making Shredder fight Nigel Thornberry.
For me, it was Reptar vs. Powdered Toast Man.
Yeah, the important thing is we would have lost our minds as children. Here are the nominees and winners for Mobile, Sports, and Fighting Game of the Year.
The nominees for Mobile Game of the Year are Behind the Frame, Fantasian, League of Legends, Wild Rift,
Exciting!
Yeah, that's all they had to do to start off the
Mooncage.
show, Sincere. That's all they had to do. Get right to it. We don't need to hear y'all talk about mom and dad jokes and have the worst chemistry I've ever seen two hosts have on national television.
Pokemon Unite, and the winner is Pokemon Unite. The nominees for Sports Game of the Year are EA Sports, FIFA 22.
Great block. Well, what about that opportunity?
Right Mario now. Golf Super Rush.
That motherfucking NBA 2K, all this motherfucking news and win, I'm gonna flip you goddamn games.
NBA 2K 2022.
Your motherfucking game not good. Get the back. I'm gonna punch the fucking game. Don't do it.
Riders Republic.
If they win tonight, Ronnie and Mike will sucking dick backstage. I don't care what nobody says.
The Climb 2.
If NBA 2K22 win this shit, Mike and Ronnie will sucking dick backstage. They were sucking dick backstage. I'm talking about nasty too.
And the winner is Mario Golf Super Rush.
I know they will. They better not.
Nice shot.
I must have to give it to Mario or this shit. Just don't give it to them. Hell no. You better not motherfucking do it.
The nominees for the Fighting Game of the Year are Guilty Gear, Strive, Melty Blood, Type Lumina, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, and the winner is Guilty Gear Strive.
I'll cut the goddamn stream off right now. I'll bullshit now. I'll cut the stream off and delete my channel right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vice President of Naughty Dog, Arne Meyer.
I turn the goddamn stream off right now. I'll never stream again and delete my own YouTube. I'll do it right now. The bitches better not win.
So, art direction is more than stylized island environments or horrifying monsters or Lombax fur shaders. They're all important parts of it, for sure. Art direction is a team effort of many disciplines to tie a whole game together into a cohesive experience through a shared visual language. Good art direction makes us feel like we're seeing another world. Great art direction allows us to fully step into it. So the nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Art Direction are...
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Art Direction are Call of Duty Vanguard.
That motherfucker better not win that knee. That Battlefield and Madden and 2K and NBA 2K better not win.
Deathloop.
Literally the 4 worst games out right now. That's been released.
Kada, Bridge of Spirits.
Y'all just didn't have no more nominees. So that's not what
Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart.
Where are we?
Resident Evil Village.
Got demonetized now. Thanks.
Winner is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Captain Copernicus, Leslie Block.
How about that, huh?
Well, this is pretty exciting for me, and obviously the team at Insomniac Games. First, I want to thank the Academy for giving us this award, and also for all the nominees as well, because there's some really great art there. I love Ratchet and Clank. It is such an honor to work on this franchise. We love creating these worlds, these aliens, and on behalf of all of the Insomniac Games,
why everybody dressed like an agent from the Matrix in this motherfucker?
Sony Interactive Entertainment. Sorry about that.
I understand it's an award, but everybody gotta have that black and that plain ass. black blazer, white shirt, black tie, black slacks, fake ass Stacey Adams.
All right, so from running into battle, or rifting through dimensions, or helping spirits move on to the other side, animation is a critical component to build believable, immersive worlds by connecting us with the characters we play or interact with. Whether it's a subtle performance during
Shut the fuck up and get to the goddamn shit.
Dynamic motion while jumping into the fray, we can feel the emotion of truly great animation. So the nominees for Outstanding Achievement
Fuck rocks a
Animation
man bun with gray in they fucking beard anyway.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Animation are Call of Duty Vanguard.
Them bitches bet not win nothing. Damn that, you can't even do it in the game. They bet not win nothing.
Which means I already know what's going to happen. Am I supposed to do this every day for the rest of my life? Fuck that. I'm breaking this rule.
Kana, Bridge of Spirits. Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart.
This is the part where you lose.
Resident Evil Village.
Gentlemen, we thank you for waiting.
Next 2 or 3 day release, ain't gonna be no.
And the winner is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Oh, Ratchet and Clank gonna play some shit home, man. That's one of the few games I think it actually fucking work.
All right, yeah. All right, wow, this is crazy. I'm just gonna go right to thanking the animation team. We got Elliot, Lindsay, Ben, Daniel, Stephanie, Jeff, Leon, Danny, Ian, and Ryan, and they really rocked it. So.
And our rigging team, Adam, Austin, and Matt, you're all rock stars.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but like that trophy,
we also have
bro,
to thank,
like I kind of want one of them bitches.
Chris,
like,
August,
just that, like, I
Kathy,
don't
and
even
the
need
entire
to win
team
it for
at
a while. I just want to have one of them bitches.
It was an absolute pleasure to work with such a fantastic
sitting on my counter
and we
somewhere,
couldn't have done
man.
this
Look at
without
that
you.
bitch, man. That bitch is kind of, that bitch ain't clean to y'all.
The animation, I'm sorry, the Insomniacs are sitting right there, and we have to thank you, because this project was a blast to work on. And I haven't been on stage in like 30-some years, so yeah, so this is awesome. Thank you so much.
Finally, we just want to thank our families to have to bring our work into our home for the last half of the production. The fact that your love and support was there was unwavering, and we are so grateful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's why I don't ever want to hear no shit talking about the P-Land thing that caused us to not be able to do shit. Ratchet and Clank boys.
Please welcome the co-founder of Tender Claws and co-director of the Underpresents Tempest and Virtual Reality, Samantha Gorman.
This bitch took
So the
somebody's
term
goddamn
immersive reality can sometimes feel a bit misleading. Because
tablecloth.
of course we all want our games to
Cut
be
some
immersive.
sleeves and some leg holes.
But
in
when we
it
talk
and
about
wore
this
it to a war show.
category, we're talking about games that use the latest technology to draw you into a space so convincing that you can literally walk in and explore. The nominees are
The nominees for Immersive Reality Game of the Year are Demio, I Expect You to Die 2, The Spy and the Liar,
First of all, they long ass name for a game.
Lone Echo 2, Resident Evil 4 VR, Song in the Smoke,
And the winner is Lone Echo 2.
What the
Let's
fuck?
have a look around. See what we can find.
Oh, are you focused?
Immersive? What the hell happened here?
What up?
All right, Jack.
Bruh. They just gave RE4 some of the nastiest
So our
dang-a-lang.
winner cannot be here tonight.
Didn't they give it to motherfuckers that ain't even that?
Thank you so much. It's an incredible honor to be able to accept this award.
They already got one. Why RE4 could get one? Fuck.
And really, the degree to which the original Lone Echo resonated with players as a world and characters and story that was so immersive and deeply personal
Already won.
was really humbling for us as a
Shut
team.
the fuck up.
And
Say yes.
continuing that
And then
journey
it's
was frankly
pre-recorded.
a
So shut the fuck
nerve-wracking
up.
endeavor.
Say yes.
So
Get
I
the
am
shit,
so
say
proud
thank you,
and
get the fuck
grateful
on. We got shit to
of how
talk
the
about.
team rose to this challenge. You all really took on even
Get the
greater
fuck-
creative and technical risks, but really made sure to stay true to the heart of this deeply personal story about two friends. So again, huge congrats to the team at RAD, as well as all of our fellow nominees, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much for shutting the fuck up, finally.
So, online gaming is both literally
This bitch
and
wearing a level
figuratively
37
about connection.
2K
You can play with an
22
old college
reward
buddy
for
on
motherfucking-
one side of the country or
That's
a
the,
new
that's the
buddy on another
WNBA
side
version
of
of
the
the level
world.
37 reward on
Yet we
season
log
4
into our
2K.
servers and our friends are
She
right
wearing that
there waiting to fight besides us. This year's nominees for the Online Game of the Year are...
The nominees for Online Game of the Year are Back for Blood,
Buckle up, buttercups. Need help here.
Call of Duty Vanguard,
I swear.
Got enemy glide bomb.
Final Fantasy
That shit,
XIV,
the motherfucking
and
bullets
Walker.
didn't even hit the motherfucker they was supposed to hit.
Halo Infinite,
It was free to play this shit. I don't want to hear shit. Y'all can't complain about free to play Halo. I don't want to hear shit. Holy fuck.
Knockout City,
Joe?
That motherfucking game died the month it came out.
And the winner is... Halo Infinite.
So free to play fucking Halo. I don't want to hear nothing. So free to play fucking Halo. And this one, I don't want to hear a motherfucker complain about nothing.
Thank you.
So free to play fucking Halo this shit, bro.
Thank you, Academy.
Motherfucker got the nerve to complain
Thank you,
about that. Y'all better
everybody.
give them motherfuckers time.
Thank you all at 3 for 3. I'm gonna say some specific names now because
Like if 2K was to release free to play and shit like that, I'd shut the fuck up. I wouldn't complain. Can't say too much about free to play, bitch.
this is really special.
You don't complain about a motherfucking
So,
free to play Halo?
bear
They in
with
the
me.
battle pass and all the
I
other
want to thank
motherfuckers
Tom
free to
French,
play.
Mr. Garza, Mr. Witz,
No, I'm saying.
Kaylee George, Donnie Taylor, Beard. Thank you for testing as hard as you do, Beard. Josh Hoyda, Michael Shore, and Ryan Keene. This is very special. Thank you so much.
Lastly, we just want to say thank you to the families again, husbands, wives, kids, parents. Thank you so much for supporting us all in this endeavor. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, video game writer and content creator, Alana Pierce.
Well, there you go. Somebody that dressed for the goddamn occasion. It's a little bit too much, but you know, dress for the occasion.
Characters are our conduit into video game stories. Great characters draw us in and often manage to mimic our real-world experiences, even though obviously their worlds are very different. Sometimes unsuspecting characters, like one small Italian plumber with a bushy mustache, can go on to have an incredible 40-year legacy and yet still somehow wind up being voiced by Chris Pratt. I did not see that one coming. But whether they end up being voiced by Chris Pratt or not, which, 50-50 at this point, I'm sure we can all agree that our lives are richer thanks to these characters who've been with us through the good times and the bad. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Character are...
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Character are Deathloop, Colt Vaughn.
This place isn't a paradise. It's a prison.
Kana, Bridge of Spirits, Kana.
My father was a spirit guide. He helped many pass from this life to the next.
Life is Strange, True Colors, Alex Chen.
When I moved to Haven Springs, I hadn't seen my brother Gabe in years. Now I can find out what's really going on.
Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, Rivet.
Max. You okay, Bolts?
Resident Evil Village, Lady Dimitrescu.
Wow, Ethan Winters. Careful, wishful.
And the winner is...
Tell me something fake, Charlize Theron.
Resident Evil Village, Lady Dimitrescu.
Questionable. Give the mortal to me, and I'm sure he is ready. There will be enough for everyone.
You
ungrateful, selfish wretch! You come into my house! You lay your filthy man hands on my
Ain't no way
daughter!
somebody let your ass walk out the house like that. I didn't told you go on stage like that. All the shit they had for you in the applause and then
Thank
that
you
goddamn
so much. It is my honor to be
dressing
here
room.
and
You
my
chose
honor
that.
to receive this award. This award has a really special place in my heart because it acknowledges the entire team behind the creation of any one character. And Lady Dimitrescu would not be the phenomena that she is today without the amazing writing.
When the fuck
of
did
Anthony
Aubrey Edwards
Johnston
start
and the
fucking
entire
working on video
team at
games?
Capcom. So thank you all so much.
Look like
Good writing makes my job really easy. So, Anthony, thank you. It is my privilege to bring your words to life and to share this award with you today. It takes a village, but
Bro, that's Aubrey
great.
Edwards.
I couldn't resist. Thank you.
That's Aubrey Edwards, bro. That's an AEW female referee, Aubrey Edwards, bro.
She's so tall in real life. Great stories make us laugh, make us cry, make us cheer, and sometimes make us shout, "What are you doing?" Even if technically we are the ones doing it, I deny any responsibility, thank you. Some stories resonate with us so strongly that they feel like parts of our lives that will live in our heads forever. The nominees are...
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Story are Before Your Eyes.
Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second.
Ooh, that's good.
Could be 5 years.
Inscription.
That sounds like a movie Hollywood needs to be making, but they ain't got more enough money to make something like it.
Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Win this together.
Well, I am putting you and your crew under arrest.
Actually, can I call you back?
What?
Psychonauts 2.
My name is Raz, and today is my first official day on the job.
The Forgotten City.
Its existence is long forgotten. Consider this an invitation that you'll suffer the same fate I did.
And the winner is... Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
5,000 units to the Hellraiser who kills these so-called Guardians of the Galaxy.
We got this.
The team unfortunately could not be here to receive the award tonight, so they have sent us a nice video package.
I'm Mary Demorrow, Executive Narrative Director at Eidos Montreal. When we started working on Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, we had no idea how relevant its themes of love and loss and longing for social connection would become. We just knew that games have the power to entertain, challenge, educate, and engage people in emotionally relevant experiences. And that's what we set out to do. Thank you everyone who supported us in this endeavor, from David Onfasi, our studio head, to Bill Roseman and the wonderful people over at Marvel Games, to our cast, to the the production crew, to the writers, all of whom should be sitting here with me. And of course, to the players and fans who took a chance and let us know how much they enjoyed it. We wouldn't be here without your appreciation. Thank you, DICE, for this major award. We'll never forget it.
Please welcome back to the stage, Todd Howard.
I ain't gonna say it, I'm just gonna plant the seed. Why he got a stick in his ass? This ain't that motherfucker walk like
the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences Lifetime Achievement Award honors those individuals who, through their careers, have changed the landscape of gaming for all. It has only been given out 7 other times, but this is the first time it's being given to an alien. Yes, in 1968, a meteor brought cute little baby Phil to the hills of Virginia, where he's found by the Spencers. Of course, they kept his powers secret. But Phil decided to save humanity another way. Instead of strapping an S to his chest, he made it an X. What is true, the Spencers are still married, and Phil has committed the last 30 years to make the world a better place through video games. He's also one of the smartest, most thoughtful, and passionate people you'll meet. If you're a creator or a player, Phil wants to make your world a better place. He'll start most conversations with, "How are you? How's the team? How can I help?" And he's built a team around him that shares that passion. He's led a change within Microsoft, one of the largest and most well-known companies in history, where Xbox is becoming the consumer brand they're best known for. Not only has he changed the way so many around the world play games, he's changed the landscape for creators of all types to flourish. He is deeply passionate and committed to making sure everyone, regardless of age, physical ability, race, or gender, can experience gaming. To say he's a fan of games doesn't quite capture. He plays everything. You can look up his gamer tag and his game history. There's over 1,000 games there. So many that his quick time in Candy Crush Soda Saga earlier in the year, it's not that suspicious. He really is that guy. He rides his bike to work. He married his high school sweetheart. He has 2 wonderful daughters. His early days at Microsoft actually weren't in games. He worked on Microsoft Encarta, Microsoft Dogs, and Microsoft Money. Some people say
Dog? What the
still
fuck?
working on Microsoft Money. But even before
what the fuck is that?
He got his first start in the industry at Computer Mart.
No, fuck that. What the fuck is a Microsoft dog, bitch? I'm gonna have to Google some shit real quick.
Check that out. Hey everyone, thank you so much. It's great to join you from the legendary Computer Mart in Vancouver, Washington. This is actually where my journey in technology and entertainment really began back in the 80s when I was in high school. We'd fix computers, play video games. I could have never believed I'd had the chance to accept this incredible award from people I respect so much. Everyone in this industry is so fortunate to have the opportunity to really be a positive force in the lives of billions of people around the world. Right now, there's a teenager hanging out in a computer mart or a chat room somewhere who will accept this award decades from now. I hope she'll recall us fondly for the inspiring, dynamic industry we're all building together. So on behalf of all of the amazing teams I've had the chance to work with over the
What?
Phil in 1989. He was an intern just out of University of Washington. The most contact I really had with Phil at that point was we both went to the kitchen for free soda about the same time.
Phil Spencer and I probably met back in the late 90s, I'd say.
I was doing some work leading a group of people who were doing some consumer applications.
Bro,
I think
I'm telling you, boy, them hoes had the don't, boy. I'm telling you. What the fuck?
It wasn't until Phil was the head of Xbox that we really spent quite a bit of time together. And what was hilarious is invariably some fan would come up to me, literally walk right past Phil, walk right up to me, hi Reggie, love Nintendo, and I would literally say, you know, this is Phil Spencer, head of Xbox. I think you should say hello to him as well.
You know, if you look at Microsoft today, the company's evolved to being really broad thinkers who look at the customer as having great impact in what you build. And I think Phil was one of the first people I ever encountered who thought that way.
he cares a lot about culture. He's thought a lot about diversity. He's thought a lot about bringing women along in gaming. That is super powerful and I think incredibly timely.
Phil was always about his team, about people in general, and really from an overall industry perspective, really thinking about the player and how do we get more and more people playing, in this industry that we love.
Congratulations, Phil, on this well-deserved award. You have been an amazing and dynamic partner as we have expanded our opportunity in gaming at Microsoft. Under your stewardship, we have seen business success and have worked to create a culture of proactive inclusion. But this award is also a testament of your impact beyond our company and your role in bringing the joy, connection, and community of gaming to billions of people around the world. So congratulations again, Phil. We are looking forward to your continued leadership of Microsoft Gaming and the impact you'll have on the broader gaming community in the years ahead.
It's good to see you too, Mr. Gandhi. Bruh, what the fuck?
For a long time, we're friends, and I've known others at Xbox for a long time. He wasn't always in charge, and they did have a little bit of a rough launch with Xbox One, and the morale there had been low at times, and I was close with some other people there, and there was a senior person who decided they were leaving, and I discussed with them coming to join and work with me at Bethesda, and then suddenly one day they called me and said, I'm staying.
Like 10 minutes
I was like, why? What happened?
Video package.
They put Phil in charge.
Another fucking 10 minutes of
the
video
answer.
time to talk. Why?
And from that moment, they all knew what we're honoring here tonight.
Is like watching
that his vision, his leadership, and his passion would change the industry.
It was pretty painful.
So join me
in
saying thank you and congratulations to Phil Spencer.
Come on, get your ass up and go on down. You know this shit up. Oh, this motherfucker is all the fucking... This motherfucker is like all the fucking 5'3". Oh, y'all know the Cleveland show with the little short dude, the little short white dude? Like, tell me that ain't who the fuck he look like right now. This is the motherfucker that control Xbox. The motherfucker from the Cleveland show.
Wow, thanks everyone.
He didn't sound like this motherfucker. Listen to this shit.
It's incredible to be here tonight, looking out at everyone. So many familiar faces, people I've known and worked with for years, and some of the new voices in our industry. They're so incredibly important. After everything we've all been through over the last couple of years, it's so gratifying to be here in person at DICE. I don't think any of us will take that for granted ever again. And this award, thank you. Honestly, though, it's hard to think about this award as an individual. Especially as someone who spent so much of my career at a fairly large company.
I see this shit and I'm just
I'm so aware and reminded every day of how everything we accomplish is a reflection of how we work with other people and the talented and dedicated teams across our entire industry. So this award is really on behalf of Team Xbox and all of the great people I've been fortunate enough to work with across Microsoft, the amazing creators across the industry, who inspire
What was his
us,
name, bro?
and of course, my lovely family. Interactive entertainment now reaches 3 billion people around the world, and games are the most powerful venue for human connection of any form of media. In fact, so much of humanity is engaging with our industry that I don't think it makes sense to talk about gamers or non-gamers anymore. We're all players and creators now, and all of us, all 3 billion of us, actively participate in creating our culture, our community, as awesome and occasionally over the top as it may be. But the people in this room and our peers around the world, the people who make a living and raise our families based on the industry we're building, we have a special additional responsibility. We have a responsibility to billions of players. We have a responsibility to everyone in this business. We have a responsibility to society, and we have a responsibility to ourselves. Our responsibility is simple. Do everything possible to ensure that this entire industry is about treating every single person with dignity and respect.
Okay, now I see where you're talking cap. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that from you, short person, short dude.
That's it.
Show. You still
Dignity
got body
and
coaches
respect.
and business to finna pay this bitch
That
22
means
million
both
for
players
shutting the fuck up and being quiet. I don't want to hear that from you.
Our entire art form is about interaction, and nothing is more important than how
Who the
we
fuck
interact
wear
with
Vans
each
with a
other
suit?
on every level. Now, I hope that everyone here shares my deep belief
I know
that
goddamn well
gaming
he ain't
is
got
a
on a
force for good
windbreaker
in this
jacket with a
world.
blazer on. He just threw that
Actually,
bitch on
I
his
wouldn't
back.
call it a belief. I know that gaming is a force for good. But when it comes to meeting our responsibilities as leaders, we have a long way to go. That's because
yeah,
I
that's his
see
goddamn
far too
name. That's his
often,
name.
both as a
That's his
professional
name.
and as a player, where we fall short as leaders.
This is a Holt-looking
We
motherfucker.
fall short
bro.
when we fail to provide a safe and inclusive environment for every person who works in our industry. We fall short when we tolerate abuse.
But
We
you got
fall
Bobby
short
Coates still
every
in office.
single time someone feels unwelcome in our industry and in our communities.
Bro.
We can, we must, and we will.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, hearing this from this nigga right here is like finna have sex with a bro when you're real horny, and then, like, why you tearing it up from the back?
Culture can be a tool that enables us to realize the true power and potential of gaming.
It just kill a whole mood
And
and
the
your
time to
nostrils,
get
you know
our
what I'm saying?
culture
I don't want
right
to see,
is right
hear,
now.
fuck, or smell this no more, bro.
We, as an industry, are at a crossroads. The question is, has gaming reached its full potential and power to reflect and shape the world for all of us? And the answer is, not yet.
Hey, Ray,
Each of
you
us
got
has a
that
lot
nighttime
more
that
work
we
to
don't
do
cast
to live
sound
up to
effect 'cause
our
that's really
responsibility.
restricted. Nah, I wish the fuck I
Yet
would.
our
though.
shared journey
I wish the fuck I
towards
did, though.
respect and dignity for
I'd
all
play that
employees
bitch over and over.
and
I'd
all
spam
players
that bitch right
is
now. But
leading our industry towards a very bright future. We all have
Shut
the
the
privilege
fuck
of
up,
working
Philip.
in the most
We don't wanna hear that
dynamic,
shit from
exciting
you.
business in the entire world. Most important,
imagine being
we
paid
deliver
22 million
connection,
motherfucking
joy,
dollars
and wonder
to shut the
to
fuck up
billions of
after you
people
done
every
molested your whole goddamn staff
entertainment,
for
social
a decade.
bonds, mental
After
and
you done took
emotional
all the fun out of
engagement.
gaming.
These are essential human needs, and our games and our communities provide them on a vast scale.
I'd like
We
to
should
provide
take
a
pride
fast
in
scale
that.
ass whooping for y'all.
And I'm
talking
confident
this
that
goddamn
we
long
will
and
meet
you
our
never said nothing about
responsibilities.
shit.
Just as I'm energized and so confident by the
I'm
people in
energized
this
and so
room,
confident I kick
my
you nuts right
colleagues
now if
and
we was
my
in the same
friends.
room.
We are all so fortunate in this industry, and I'm looking forward to
You're very
working with
fortunate in
you
this
for
industry.
many
We're
years
not
to
in the same
come.
room right now.
So thank you for this award, and enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you.
I just kicked the smooth in the ball. I wouldn't do nothing else. Just kick in the ball. Not even both of them, just like the left one. Just the left one. So the right leg won't work, so the left leg won't work, and the right leg will be switching off. You know what I mean?
Welcome back to the stage, Jessica Chobot and Greg Miller.
Jesus Christ.
So, in rehearsals, we didn't get to hear the speech that came before us. So
You
it's
scared me
kind of
'cause I
not.
didn't-
Well, I'm kind of scared.
Well, that was a fantastic speech, but you scared me because I'm like, that's not what your line is, dude. Where
Well,
are you
no,
going
that
with
is
this?
not my line. I did not expect Phil Spencer to kill it like that. It's kind of hard. Okay.
Congratulations, Phil.
Like for real.
Yeah.
Is everybody at, no wonder people, you all want to go work for Xbox and let them buy your companies. That guy's awesome. Jeez Louise. Our next presenter is the host of Spawn on Me podcast and was our fellow co-host at last year's DICE Awards.
2021 was a little different, obviously, and for that reason, we switched up the format and did things virtually with some of the best people we know.
It was kind of like having the DICE Awards in the Matrix.
Yeah, you're still on that Unreal Engine 5 Matrix demo, aren't you?
It was very impressive. I am Jess, but that is beside the point. What is important, ladies and gentlemen, what is the point? Khalif Adams.
Here, there's a little more exciting than playing gaming with your family. I mean, if you haven't rage quit Mario Party because of some BS bonus stars, are you even a family? I mean, I would say no, but maybe you have a nicer family than I do. Here are the nominees for Family Game of the Year.
Bro, I'm sorry. He do look like chubby Wayne Brady. I'm sorry. I don't look at this motherfucker.
The nominees for Family Game of the Year are Animal Crossing, New Horizons, Happy Home Paradise, Cozy Grove, Mario Party Superstars,
Like nothing wrong with that. He just looked like he got
Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart,
Think you're so tough? Let's turn up the heat!
WarioWare, Get It Together,
You don't have opposite sexes on the stage.
And
like that,
the winner
like, there's gotta be
is
some kind of sexual chemistry, some kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
I had a speech prepared, but considering that our event seems to be under assault, I will cut to the chase. What have I done? Clank.
Ratchet and Clank is motherfucking won like every goddamn thing.
They really gotta warn who speaks before you, because that's a tough act to follow. But out of all the awards at DICE, this is the one that I wanted to win. It has a lot of meaning to me because at Insomniac, our vision is to have a positive and lasting impact on people's lives. And family games
can do reactions and shit
that
like that
in
too,
a
but I'd have to
profound
go to
way,
Twitch
not
YouTube
just
to shut me down
because
for
it can
doing
give
it
us a
right
shared
now.
experience across generations, but because I think most of us can sympathize with a quality game from our childhood that literally changed the course of our life. And so family games have a huge impact,
You
but
ain't no younger
despite
than
that,
50, bro. What
it's
the
not a
fuck?
given that a publisher is going to take a big swing on a big game. And so because of that, it's super important to me to thank our producers at SIE, the Insomniac senior leadership team, and Mark Cerny for really going up to bat for this game, not just to make the concept exist, but to support and guide us all through production and get
Then
it to
again,
the
I ain't
finish
really
line.
been
So
grown
thank you
that
so
long
much.
either, you know what I'm saying? I've only been grown for about 10, 11 years, you know what I mean? 20 years is probably long. There ain't no way he under 50, bro.
I love a great racing game. The thrills, the chills, the adrenaline. And that's not just if you're the one throwing the blue shell. Nominees for Racing Game of the Year are...
I already got him. I ain't gonna lie.
The nominees for Racing Game of the Year are F1 2021,
I mean, he is a former host. I'm sorry.
Forza Horizon 5, Hot Wheels Unleashed,
And the winner is... Forza Horizon 5.
let's go. We love it, but that's the folks. I'ma keep it 300, we extra dope, let's go. Can't be stopped, gotta get out the box. Can't be stopped, better get out the way. Can't be stopped, gotta get out the box. Can't be stopped, better get out the way. Get out the way, get out the way.
Hey, thank you. So first of all, of course, we want to thank the Academy, but I couldn't go any further without thanking the incredible, dynamic, diverse, creative Forza community, without whom we wouldn't be here, we wouldn't do this. Of course, I need to thank the incredible team at Playground Games, Turn 10 and Xbox. Again, without you guys, this game couldn't exist. And also, I want to give a shout out to the candidates here, because there's a real diversity within the racing game category this year. Both Hot Wheels Unleashed by Milestone and Codemasters Formula 1 were outstanding games. I thought this was actually a really great category this year, and I really loved both of those games. So big up to those guys, and thank you, everyone.
Please welcome founder and CEO of Gearbox Entertainment, the home of the best-selling game series and soon-to-be movie Borderlands, Randy Pitchford.
Come on, let's get the energy up. We're halfway done, you guys. Halfway done. Actually, we're getting close to the end of it. It's time for the role-playing game of the year. Role-playing games, of course, are the heart and soul of the game industry, I should know. Right now, I am actually role-playing as Randy Pitchford. In fact, my name is Todd Howard.
We ain't mad we did, but...
Let's see our nominees for Role-Playing Game of the Year.
It's kind of disappointing. I ain't gonna lie. At this point, I'm kind of getting nervous.
The nominees for Role-Playing Game of the Year are Final Fantasy XIV and Walker.
I think I'm just most tired of playing NBA 11.
Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Shin Megami Tensei 5.
I play NBA 11 every now and then. For the most part, I play that shit,
Tales of Arise.
Say no more.
It's over!
Wildermyth.
I was gonna break some shit like that.
And the winner is Final Fantasy XIV and Walker. They can't be with us tonight. Can't be with us tonight, so let's enjoy this message from the team.
皆さんこんにちは。ファイナルファンタジー14プロデューサー兼ディレクターの吉田です。こちらのコメントはですね、現在ベスト RPG という、栄えある賞にノミネートさせていただいたということで撮っているんですが、受賞したかどうかは分かりません。このコメントが流れているということはきっといただけたのでしょう。ファイナルファンタジー14、皆さんご存知の通り MMORPG です。なので長いストーリーを何年もかけて紡いできたんですが、前回漆黒のヴィランズに続いてですね、今回エンドウォーカーでも単独の拡張パッケージとしてこの賞にそもそもノミネーションさせていただくこと自体が僕らにとってはものすごく喜ばしいことですし、世界中のプレイヤーの皆さんが支えてくださったからこそここまで物語を描けてこれたので、もし受賞できたんだとしたら、こんなに嬉しいことはございません。僕ら常々最新のファイナルファンタジーとしてそういう気分で作り続けてきているんですが、今回エンドウォーカーでハイデリンゾディアーク編という最初のサーガ完結しております。始めるならまとめて今その最高のシナリオをお楽しみいただけますので、ぜひですねプレイしていない方は、プレイをしていただきたいですし、すでにエンドウォーカープレイを、終えた皆さん、パッチ 6.1 からまた新たな冒険がスタートします。ぜひ一緒に盛り上がっていければと思います。 ありがとうございました。
Young man, you gotta understand at this rate, if they kept at the rate WWE be hiring and firing motherfuckers, like at that point
I can't
in time,
follow
you
that.
gotta have a deadline.
You guys, it's time for the strategy and simulation game of the year.
You know what I mean?
Of course, strategy and simulation games were the very beginning of our industry and are critically important. I should know, of course, because tonight I am a simulation, which means I'm a simulation of Todd Howard, role-playing as Randy Pitchford. The nominees for Strategy Simulation Game of the Year are...
The nominees for Strategy/Simulation Game of the Year are Age of Empires 4,
Look, let me show you how let me give you an example of how beloved Jeff Hardy is, much like Randy. They are so
Gloomhaven,
that if they were to go be a heel, it wouldn't make any sense. If Jeff Hardy was to be a bad guy, I know he got the Willows that he did TNA, which was fucking
Riftlands,
but if they would like to be like a heel, it would feel it. That's how beloved these motherfuckers are. That's how natural it is.
Inscription,
I mean, ask yourself this: would you much rather spend money on the game if Jeff Hardy was in it?
Loop Hero,
This what they be on. I know what the fuck I would say. Yeah, you got that money gonna be in the game. Yeah. Why not?
And the winner is... Age of Empires 4.
That was just a smart business decision. I mean, it's not gonna sit right with the people that are fans of him, of course, but business-wise, makes no sense.
Yeah, so I did not prepare anything. All I have to say is that you all have the greatest job in the entire world for all of time. And so make sure that when you're making games, you respect your customer, you respect the art, you respect your partners. So I can't even.
It's just the 2K shit, bro. I can't take it this shit.
I love Relic Studios, who is our amazing partner. Forgotten Empires, who kept the game alive. Climax
Studios and Tantalus
and this
Studios.
is Michael Mann.
As well, we want to thank the amazing people. Yes. They're passionate game makers that made this game that came together beautifully.
Yes.
So
thank
to
you all
the
so
studios.
much. And don't forget, this is the greatest industry
ever. They had a bomb ass like Legend Pride, you know, I'm tolerating. No, I'm tolerating.
Ladies and gentlemen, the BAFTA-nominated founder of Strange Scaffold, the developer behind An Airport for Aliens, currently run by dogs, Zulliver Nelson Jr.
One of the great things about video games is that they're always changing and they're always moving forward in creative directions. Me, for example, I made an open-world comedy game with a cast entirely composed of dog JPEGs, and then gave it a name 43 characters long. I say this both as an example of the pure creativity that video games allow us to exercise, and as a cautionary tale for what can happen when that power is taken to its logical conclusion.
I don't know, we've had worse.
These nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Design took video games to new places with new ideas and incredible new ways to play.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Design are Deathloop,
Approximately 0 fucks about what you call yourself.
But you did. Once.
Inscription,
you know you just got murked in the motherfucker.
It Takes Two,
You don't even rap no more. You just don't make the
Loop Hero,
Motherfuckers will still spend money. Motherfuckers will still grown-ass motherfuckers that's been watching Jeff Hardy since they was a little boy. Myself,
Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart,
He's just one of them likable motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard.
It Takes Two by Hazelight Studios.
of War
both at fault.
definitely
They were
goes
both
to
at
the
fault. You
team
shouldn't
of
have just quit your
Hazeltide.
job in
Like
the middle of a
seriously,
match
you
unless
guys
you were, you know what I'm
are
saying?
amazing.
And
Rock
they should
stars,
have at least waited
really.
till the results got
You
back
make
before
my
they fired them for
job
thinking
as a
he
sound
was on
designer
they were both
so
on
fun
that.
every day because you're just making crazy stuff up all the time, which just keeps me variated and stuff. But yeah, fantastic work, and keep rocking.
The independent side of games is filled with breakthroughs that touch audiences, and that those of you in AAA will be taking about 4 years from now.
That's what that is.
Sure, independent games can be a little niche, a little esoteric, but that's the fun of it. That's what makes the ecosystem of games come alive. The wild ideas, the incredible creativity, the unpacking of boxes. The nominees are...
Being a world champion.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement for an Independent Game are Death's Door, Inscription,
Nothing else.
Loop Hero,
Y'all selling WWE 2K19 content is fucking DLC in 2K22 with the Undertaker. And then
Sable, Unpacking,
This ain't Bird Box, bitch. I want to wrestle. I don't give a fuck about
And
it.
the winner is... Unpacking by Which Beam.
Get him and just beat his ass every motherfucker. Put him in a motherfucker, beat his ass. This is for him and them, bitch. Choke slam through the tape.
Our winner could not be here tonight, so we have a video message from them.
Hello from Brisbane, Australia. We're sad we can't be there in person, but we're thrilled to have received the DICE Award for Outstanding Achievement for an Independent Game. It means a lot to us for Unpacking to be recognized in this way.
We'd like to thank our whole team for coming with us on this journey and putting so much of themselves into our odd little game about taking things out of boxes.
Doesn't sound like real people
We're
talking.
grateful to our incredible community for their support and the heartfelt messages we've received since the game's launch, especially those fans that have stuck with us through all the years of development.
Hey, that was your motherfucking fiend.
We were proud to have been
Slap like
nominated
that.
alongside
Gave
such
the
an
fucking
innovative
MVP.
batch of independent games this year. We hope Unpacking's success shows that there is room in our industry for short, personal games that don't quite fit the
That's the
mold.
shit with WWE. I be
Thank you so
talking about
much.
that, bro. Shut up, bitch. That's the shit with WWE. I be talking about that right there. You know what I'm
Presenting
saying?
the final awards of the evening for Game Direction and Game of the Year, please welcome co-founder and CEO of Phenomena, Robin Hunicke.
No, fuck it. I'm serious. What is the point of that? What the fuck? Bad Bunny gonna be in a celebrity tattoo in a few months? What the fuck? For what?
Game direction is more than
If
just
anything is,
shepherding
if
a
you
team
had to put them in
finish
the
a
game, why don't
project.
you just have them
You're
put in the
both a
game as
coach
like a fucking
and a player
WrestleMania
leading a
fucking
team.
performance or some shit? You
You're
know what
both
I'm saying? Like
planning
something
the
like that. I
heights
don't need to
and
fucking
crawling
wrestle
through
these
those
bitches.
ducks. You're playing in the symphony, and you're
What's
conducting. You get
good,
the
bro?
idea.
What's good, man? What's good? What's good?
It's everyone working towards one vision.
Let's listen to the wine.
The following nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction held countless elements together during a global fucking pandemic
She said it, YouTube.
to create
I fucking
unforgettable,
knew it, all right?
cohesive works of playable art.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction are Deathloop,
Guilty of treason.
But I'm one stubborn motherfucker.
Inscription,
You gotta see that
It
Batman
Takes
movie
Two.
next week, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a fan of Robert Pattinson, but I gotta go see it just to see how he. I gotta give that a truly fair.
Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart,
Because I'm sorry, like I'm not a fan of like fucking glowing vampires. Playing
The
one of
Artful
most
Escape,
badass DC characters of all time, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not a see
And
this
the winner is...
I don't even, it's not even because I want
Deathloop.
to. I gotta see this shit. I gotta see this. Like, movie critic in me.
We killed you!
You're gonna give me that attitude?
As you can see, I'm not Dinga Bakaba. He's not here tonight. But on his name, I just want to say congratulations to him.
Yes, it's
It's the first time he had to take the role on the creative director. And with his award, I guess we can say that he succeeded at it.
Who the fuck you said has some WAP?
Congratulations for his leadership and to everyone at Arcane who assisted him in this task. Thank you for the Academy, thank you for the award. It's super cool. And have a good night.
What a year it has been
What's
for
good,
gaming.
bro? What's good?
We have recognized and celebrated so many remarkable games this evening, together, in person. That said, we have just one more category to announce. The best of the best, the game of the year.
Notice they ain't do
The
sports.
very deserving nominees of this incredible award are...
The nominees for Game of the Year are Deathloop,
I've been cutting short your meaningless rampages for some time. It's totally normal. Death is a typical physiological experience in this place. You have absolutely no idea what will happen.
Inscription, It Takes Two.
Feel it?
I feel stuck.
Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart. Returnal.
And before I open this envelope, I just want us to take another moment to congratulate every nominee who shipped a game this year. That is a miracle. You are amazing, and I love you all. The winner is It Takes Two.
It was a spell, I am telling you.
If it is a spell, how do we break it?
Okay, I got this. Give me some space. I need to think.
Thank you so much, the Academy. This
sometimes
is
I don't really have a choice.
absolutely crazy. And to be here on the stage, it's an honor to represent Hazelight and Joseph Fares. I know that he wanted to be here. It's been a crazy ride, and I think we made a fantastic game. I played it like hundreds of hours, and I still like it. So, yeah, I'm so proud of us. And the Hazelight team, you are so good at what you do. Just keep on being creative and fuck shit up, basically. Woo!
Words to live by. Just fuck shit up. Congratulations to all our nominees and winners tonight.
That's the 25th Annual Dice Awards. I'm Jessica Chobot.
And I'm skipping the after party to play Elden Ring.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, that shit. All right, that's all. That's all. All right. Yeah, that's already fucking midnight. Fuck. Well,
Greg from Supergiant Games, and I wanted to wish everyone at the AIAS a hearty congratulations for the 25th anniversary of the DICE Awards. It's amazing that you've been going for a quarter of a century ever since rightfully bequeathing GoldenEye 007 for the N64 as Game of the Year way back in the late 90s.
I'm not gonna hit y'all with a screen.
Favorite memory of mine from a DICE Awards ceremony would have to be the year 2020 when Connie Booth was inducted into the Hall of Fame. I've had the pleasure of working with Connie for the last couple of decades, and she has been instrumental in the success of all of Naughty Dog's games, as well as building up the PlayStation Studios to what it is today.